why having a halving instead of gradual? So Bitcoin could have been set up where instead of the supply issuance dropping by 50% every 4 years, it could have been set up where basically every time a block is mined, every 10 minutes, it microscopically reduces the total amount of new Bitcoin. So it's like, okay, for example, right now, every time you mine a block, whoever mines the block gets 3.125 Bitcoin. And then you could have set it up that the next block is 3.124 Bitcoin, and then it's 3.123 Bitcoin. And instead of it dropping in half every 4 years, that it's instead, it just gradually tapers, which would have been smoother than just sort of an every 4 year, more of a sort of significant drop. Okay, so people have different opinions on this, of why it was set up this way. The most logical one, the computer programming, is super simple to do that way. It's like 5 lines of code. So to set it up with halvings, it's literally the entire monetary sort of issuance and monetary policy of Bitcoin is literally 5 lines of code. It's super simple. It gets a lot more complicated if you set it up where the block reward, which is the amount of Bitcoin that each miner gets every 10 minutes, if it gradually tapers off a tiny amount every 10 minutes, that is a lot more complicated to program from a computer science perspective. Other people hypothesize that it was not just due to the simplicity and elegance, but that Satoshi was trying to take advantage of what's called the Gartner hype cycle for technology adoption, which is that it is helpful if periodically to trigger a new wave of adoption on, when you're starting from zero, you have a supply shock, which means you have something that triggers there being a lot less of whatever it is, thereby triggering a price increase. And when you add that together, it triggers adoption, obviously, because everybody notices the price is going up. So I think it's probably just the computer science code, but it did have the very helpful effect of making it adoption sort of naturally kick off a new cycle.